Hey guys, this is Amy64091 and this will be a April wrap-up for my books I've read this month. And so if you guys are wondering why I'm looking down so much, is I actually have my laptop pulled up because a lot of the books I actually now read off my shelf over there I read from the library. So I'm going to jump right in. And now this one book I will be showing you is because I filmed my last March wrap-up. I filmed it kind of like April 5th. Anyway, but I'm going to be showing this whole series because I read the whole series throughout it. I have read TTYL, Talk to You Later, TTFN, Tata for Now, and Later Gator. Pretty much, these books are, I forget what series they are called, honestly, but yes. How I would sum up the first book was the first book started off on a great note. The second one was okay, but this is the second one. I really felt like they portrayed the so-called American teenagers so well, like because it's about these three friends who go through high school together, and they get sent through typical high school trials, but to me the way she phrased it was absolutely amazing, and it turned out fantastic. I'm not gonna lie, there's more books in the series, but I don't think I'm gonna continue the series. It wasn't like don't get me wrong, it was a good series, but it was kind of like not completely my cup of tea. I actually got these two from my local library sale, and these are like brand new, so I'm gonna have to figure out what I want to do with them. I do like how they look on my shelf though. Oh, I also got this one from Paul's. The only problem is they're not the exact same size. I'll have to see what I'm gonna do with that. Okay. Next I read Mercury, which Mercury was... Give me a sec. We have to read up the... Yeah, so Mercury was pretty much about this one chick who's kind of tomboyish, and her family's house burned down, and her mom had to go work somewhere else, and her mom's a single parent. So she finds out that her great-grandfather, pretty much it takes place at two different times. Like, there's the time now that has, like, the girl who's poor. There's also another family and, like, her great-great-great, whatever, relatives. And they live in, like, the 1800s. Anyway, and so throughout the story, it's about how the people in the they actually have gold in their land, and, like, some stuff goes down where people die and crap. But it's actually a really good graphic novel, and I totally recommend reading it. I rate that a 3 stars. Vampire Loves. I honestly thought I was going to read this book, but I got probably almost 90 pages in. This is my second time trying to read it. It was it was quirky at moments, but it's cross. Okay, here's my personal preferences. Do not get mad at me for this, but this is my personal preferences. Okay, so here's the line between good weird, here's good weird, here's bad weird. It was like here. It's like, no. And I couldn't even finish the book, and I love to finish my books, so that was actually one I did not get finished. And then I also read Will and Wit. This was about this person who makes lamps, and, well, she makes lamps and stuff for a living, which is not for a living, but anyway, she's in high school, and she meets this other guy. She meets this guy pretty much, and about her story about falling in love with him. It's actually really cute. I have read... Oh my gosh, I forgot to add a couple of these. Adrian and the Tree of Secrets. Oh my gosh. This is actually a yaoi, which in case of my viewers who don't know that, is a guy-on-guy book. It's used, or that's what the term is used in China for their manga, but that is pretty much how to describe it now. It was such a good book, like, I'm not even kidding. There's nothing inappropriate about it, I would say. Like, there's no bad scenes. But it's a graphic novel, and I seriously, it was like the field at the end. You guys totally need to look and see if your library has it, because if you do, I totally recommend. And it's just like, it was adorable. And it was, yeah, I'm gonna stop there. I have read Everlasting, which you guys don't know is the Kissed by an Angel, book 5. That was also a good book, but I decided to finish the series, and okay, the series I somewhat finished this month were TTFN, I think these are called like the Chapman series or whatever. Not necessarily sure, but yes, these were good. This is about the years of high school. I finished Kissed by an Angel. I read, like I said, Everlasting and Evermore. Oh, Ever After. I forgot to add Ever After to my Goodreads, so it's kind of confusing. Anyway, it was, honestly, the ending book was also plot twist. This month was the month of plot twist for every freaking book I read. Next, I read, this is my books I read this month. Delilah Dirk and Turkish Lieutenant. Great graphic novel. That's all I have to say for it. And, I got two more. I read Identical by Ellen Hopkins, which is about these two twins and how one of them is getting sexually abused by her father and the other one is kind of like a sex addict, and you guys have to read for yourself. It's honestly a great book by her, and again with the plot twist in this book, if you get it, you have to like send me a message on this video. I recommend this book and tell me if you get if you call the plot twist, because I did not. I was like, my sister saw me when I was reading, I was like this. And you just like, anyway, I also read the second Dorothy Must Die book. This is The Wicked Will Rise. Absolutely a fabulous book right here. Love these kind of books. Anyway, and that was the books I read for this month. So I read, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm so sorry. Give me a second to count. I read like 13 books this month. That does include graphic novels, but for my actual books, I read 7 books this month for like chapter books, and I read like 6 graphic novels, which is absolutely amazing for me. I just finished this one today, and I was like, gotta get the video up. Can I finish before the 31st? Because I'm going to stop my... And next, you guys will probably see the video after this, which is like what I will be reading next month. Anyway, hope you guys have an awesome day. Bye!